feeling haunted.
I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
You ain't saying nothing yet.
Hello, everyone. Oh, wait. We gotta do hubby's too because it's just awesome. Let's play his intro too, because why not?
You ain't saying nothing yet.
Deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Betsy. Hey, Twin Cities. Punksy. Chrissy, what are you doing? Do you want the link? Cheshire. Calinana. Mr. Positive, thank you so much for helping host today while I had my dentist appointment. Hey, Jen G. Yeah, I love Mr. Sheriff's trailer too. Good afternoon, Jen. Hey. SGCC, Christy, don't panic. Punksy, Susan, Beginning Hope. Trying to go back. Sorry. Again, my phone freezes. Leslie, Noel, or Noel? No Justice. Leslie, Kentucky Hun, Summer Rain, Crystal G. Hello, everybody. So again, I want to say, I'm going to give you the rest of the day and tomorrow, but Sarah G was the winner of the coffee mug yesterday. So Sarah G, if you could email me with your address so that we can send that out to you this weekend, that'd be awesome. And if I don't hear from you by tomorrow, I am going to go ahead and we're going to draw a different name. So I'm going to give you, we waited yesterday, and so we'll give you today. I'll also make a community post too. That's probably a smart idea. And yeah, we'll give you today and tomorrow. And if I don't hear from you, we're going to go ahead and redraw the name there. Sarah G, if you guys happen to know who she is or how to get a hold of her, let her know, please. Lipstick, hello, Emma. Pearl Strand, Tracy, Valerie, hello. You know, you don't change the devil, it changes you, right? Should we watch it again? It's pretty good, right? So true in all of the cases, any true crime case.
Deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Crime Stories obsessed. Cotton Candy Boobs. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Soper. Amber, I love you, girl. I'm going to just give it a few minutes before I get into the nitty-gritty of things. And I'm going to say that if any of these cowardly bitches would like to hop on panel, you know, be face-to-face, please do. I will drop the link for you. Dougie Doug, AB, Ziggy, Lizzie, Lizzie, that bitch. Oh, she's all like, don't think 'cause you're friends with Benny, I will still drag you naked through hell. Are you motherfucking kidding me? I've been there. I've got a freaking passport full of stamps to hell and back. Seriously? Bitch, I got a round trip ticket that don't never expire. Anything you think that you can drag me through, which is actually fucking comical, it's fucking funny. You think you can drag me through anything fucking worse than what I've been through in my life? Yeah, you got a fucking another thing coming for you, girl. Got another thing coming for you, girl, as if I am fucking afraid of you. The fact you have to run around and say stupid comments like that just really says everything. What's funny is up until today, and I'm going to do this one and done, you know, because these people can go around and do all these comments and stream day after day and spend several hours a day, and that's no joke. You all see it, so you know the true. You know that's true. Literally like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day that these people are dragging me. And I don't turn around and keep doing that or take their content and turn around and use it as my own and regurgitate it as my own. I mean, you know, how very unoriginal is that? So I will, yep, I saw his merch. Don't worry about that. I don't give a shit. I will do this one and done because what they really want from me so bad is my attention. So they've got it now, but they're going to get it this one time. And I guarantee you, they aren't hopping up on this panel because this is my second time now calling them out and offering them to, I'll be kind to them. Come up on the panel. Let's, you know, say this shit to my face, people, but they won't. And if you don't think that says an awful lot about you, I mean, the one night they knew it was scheduled, right? They knew. And I actually went through all of their channels to see if they had lives planned, and they didn't. And so I planned it accordingly. What did all of these cowardly bitches go and do? They all jumped on their own channels and started live streaming at the same time. All of them did. To have an excuse not to fucking come up and face me. So that right there says a lot, does it not? I mean, Dougie Doug, big macho man, harassing and abusing women online, but won't face them. Actually making merch. And these people actually are happy and excited that they have their children. The one girl said her daughter was 8 years old and runs around the house saying, "Shut up, share," and she wants a shirt too. And you know the things that all these people say. So they're actually saying that, like, it's hilarious to them that their children are also bullying me. These parents are actually rejoicing in making it a family affair, calling me jack-o'-lantern mouth and shut up, share. Like, they're proud of that. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, Nikki Tuples. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I do have the description too for my dental work. Now, I want to cover that because I've actually had a couple of them say, "Oh, how pathetic are you? You started GoFundMe for your teeth. Oh, blah, blah, blah." Do you want to know why I did that? Hey, Jazzy, I actually thought about it because I had people emailing me, privately messaging me, telling me how nasty I am. These people don't just do it in comments, by the way. They actually take their time to write me very lengthy, nasty emails about how disgusting I am and all of that. And it's like, and even comments today, like, "I unsubbed from this channel. Like, I can't stand listening to this channel. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah." But here you are in my comments, bitch. You are watching everything that I put out and then running around making comments about how much you can't stand my voice. What the fuck are you watching me for then? I mean, honestly, I'm doing this today because it's just fucking comical if you sit back and think about how these adults are acting and the things that they are saying. It's fucking comical. I mean, seriously? So I got this lovely email, and I'll actually post it too. "How disgusting are you, you mooch, making a GoFundMe for a wedding, and then you delete that GoFundMe and make one for your teeth, you disgusting piece of shit." Like, all of this stuff, like, on and on and on about just how fucking nasty I am. What's really funny is one of these people would even message me. They had no clue. The very first time that I had done an interview with Dawn, nobody knew that it was even recorded yet, right? And all of a sudden I get this random email from this girl, and she goes, "It was me." And then all of a sudden, another email from this girl who told Dawn never to talk to your nasty ass. And I couldn't fucking help but fucking laugh, because little did she know that the day before she started emailing me that, I had already started talking and recording shit with Dawn. So how'd that work out for you? Thank you, Noel. Is it Noel or Noel? Oh, thank you. Cowboy car crushing. You guys, you got to check out his channel, subscribe. You ain't never been so satisfied watching just a bunch of cars get crushed to a pulp. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you get put on a list and he'll write the name of like your ex. Well, what I had said is, Cowboy, can you put one of my exes in one of those cars before you crush them? And he said, no, but I can paint their name on a car before I crush it. Oh, Mandy, thank you. And again, if any of these cowardly bitches, and yes, today, beware, it's in the description. Disclaimer, I'm going to cuss all I want today. This is my channel. Thank you so much, Kamikaze. Thank you. But they are welcome to come up here and actually have a conversation with me, because none of them have. None of them have. No, none of them. Lizzie B. Savage, she's not fucking savage. She's a fucking cowardly bitch. She's a cowardly bitch. Making videos, making nasty comments about me. I mean, I don't give a shit. And she actually thinks that, like, Benny protects me from hate or something. Benny don't control me. I don't control Benny. I do not give a shit. Thank you, East Coast. Some people like my voice, some people don't. And I mean, I don't care. If you don't like my voice, kick rocks, But if you do, that's cool. Cotton Candy, I don't like my own voice, so no, I don't do any of that. They stream and make merch and trash me night after night after night for months and months now. Have I done that? Nope. But today I think I'm like, you know what? I'm going to vent. I'm going to do this one and done. I'm going to vent. They will continue on their shit talking. But again, do you think they're popping up here to say anything? Lizzie B. Savage be rabid and out of control. Yeah. Yeah. She's a joke. I don't give two shits what that bitch has to say. I've actually only been kind and quiet about that one there because Benny was her friend or is her friend or whatever. But Benny's like, you do you, Vent. Go the fuck off then, Cher. People like a mad Cher anyway, so you're welcome. So, hey, Doug, instead of just make merch and talk shit about me, come on up here on your panel. You'll watch them scatter like roaches and start their live streams now. I'm sure they'll have a lot to say about this too, but I don't really care. So anyway, what happened was this actually several people have emailed me and said, screw your wedding GoFundMe. How could you, you sick mooch? Like just nasty, nasty, nasty shit. And then they said, maybe people would be more inclined to donate to your nasty mouth and fix your teeth, you trash. Why don't you start a GoFundMe to fix your nasty teeth? And I thought about it. It's like, you know what? So I did a week ago. I deleted my wedding GoFundMe because who wants to have wedding pictures and stuff over something I never honestly thought would happen in my life? Who wants to do that without looking, having their teeth or whatever? So anyway, I did that. I was like, you know what? They're right. My haters are actually telling me that, start a GoFundMe for your teeth. That would be better. I'd feel better if you did that. So I did. And what are they doing but hating on it? I did exactly what my haters told me to do. You remind me of Critical K without being rude. Thanks, Karen. I actually did used to like Critical K, and there was one point where her and I had talked, like we actually thought her and I could kind of be like a power duo at one point. But yeah, I don't support that at all. Yeah, I've told people before. I mean, I helped feed information to Ray Andriacchio for that lawsuit that she did on her. I knew about that lawsuit before it even happened. If there's anybody that deserves to not have a platform, I do not like cancel culture. And I wasn't even like, yeah, it was funny, you know, Chris McDonald losing his channel for a little bit, but I did know he was going to get it back and, you know, karma, whatever. However, I don't believe, like, I believe everyone deserves their voice and to have their own platform. And if people don't like it, they don't listen. But with her, when you tell I'm murdered, I don't care if it's labeled a suicide. I've done the research. It was murder. When you tell, even if it was suicide, but when you tell the victim's mother who lost her son to murder or suicide, whichever side you may believe on that, that you will topple her, yeah, fuck that. You deserve not to have a platform and you deserve that lawsuit that you have on you. And you're fucking right. I became a paid member to make sure they had everything they needed. I do have a good heart. I've donated over 2,000 in the past 5 months. You are amazing. Such lucky people that you have done that to, and thank you. Thank you for being a good, kind human and to be in a position where you can do that. That is very kind of you. That is very nice. Thank you, quality control. That's a good human. And I do plan on helping people too. Like I said, I would love to be able to give people a smile. If I could do one smile every year from this platform, to use this platform to give people back a smile, oh my gosh. That would just be amazing. Melissa, Emily, Kaz, hello. Sherry, actually, some of us feel really sad. You are devastated that our dearest creators are arguing. And are devastated that our dearest creators are arguing. I would like this to end because it can't stand against one of you. Yeah, I know. I know it. But, you know, I don't do anything or say anything. So it's not really that we are arguing. What it is that they are getting the views and the money. Like, I mean, they're getting merch off of it. They're getting the views, the drama. That's what it is more than they actually hate me, because they haven't had, I've never spoken to Doug privately. I've never spoken to Lizzie privately. I've never spoken to AB privately. I've never spoken to Tiffany Marie privately. I've never spoken to any of these people privately. In fact, a few of them I've never spoken to at all. So it's crazy. And again, there's nobody here trying to come up on panel. So does that tell you a lot? But what they'll do is they'll wait until later and they'll hop up on their panel and they'll be like, shut up, Cher, shut up, Cher. Oh, Cher on her panel. I'm not fucking going on her channel. No, because what they would rather do is have me walk into the lion's den and host me on their channel where they can control and boot me and berate me and all of that, which I for sure will not do. Here, I think everybody here knows I will treat them with kindness. I will let them call me a trashy bitch all they want if they want to. I just want to know what is their problem. But, you know, they don't have a reason. Oh, I'm protecting the family. Sure, fuck you. You're bad to the family. I'm protecting Don and Candace. Excuse me? Fuck you, Lizzie, because I got close. I have every right and I am entitled to my thoughts and my opinions on my platform. Thank you very fucking much, you bitch. Like, do you actually think any of that matters? Don't watch me, but you do. I mean, this girl actually knows how many subs I've gotten in a day, the super chats I've gotten, and then wants to sit there, oh yeah, you've got 20 subs on this day, and you know, you got a couple $100 in super chats because of the wells. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I did. Who the fuck didn't though? All of these people are also getting super chats and now merch and views off of the exact same thing that I did. They aren't doing anything different. The only thing is I got close and I have a platform so I can say my thoughts, my opinions. I mean, Nobody can tell me any different. You can't tell me about my relationship with Don or my relationship with Candace and what I went through, what I experienced, and what was said with me in that 5 months. Plain and simple. Share that is such a good idea. Would be willing to help with that. Thank you, Lori. Hi, baby. The mister just got home. Thank you, Cam. Kamikaze? Kamikaze? I don't know how to say. No, stop. Please don't have me on camera right now. Please tell me I'm not on camera right now. Oh, look at me. You had me on a live or something. I don't know. You drove over there and found it. Sorry, guys. Jordine. So some creators do. They love drama, but I haven't been doing that. And I thought about not even doing this live. I actually almost did cancel it a couple times, but you know, I'm going to say my piece. And again, I thought it was a good chance to invite these cowardly bitches up on panel, which to 22 minutes in, I've invited multiple times. Still nobody. If you guys want, you can go tell them, like, Cher's inviting you up on panel. She'll be kind to you. Come on up. Tell me what your problem is with me. And no, I will not accept that you aren't happy with how I treat the wells or how I talk about the wells. I will absolutely not accept that, because you don't have to listen to me then. Also, you guys are doing the exact same fucking thing as I did, only you have sinister plans involved. You did it because you wanted to make them look bad. You wanted the hot clips of them fighting and all of this. I did not. I actually put aside my thoughts and feelings of them and how I felt that they are both guilty. I put that aside to give them a fair platform. So, you know, it is what it is. No, I haven't. Lizzie is straight up a stalking weirdo, super stalker. I've heard that. But, you know, I mean, I also didn't realize she had started a channel, and that's the popular thing. Let me hate share and trash voices behind the wall, and I'm going to get the subs and the views. So what she's doing is exactly what she's claiming she hates me for, but she's doing the exact fucking thing. Right? So do any of these people make any sense? I don't fucking think so. What do you think about Don using the N-word? I'm not thrilled about that, but I knew that he used that word. Him and Candace both do. Just like they say, okay, disclaimer to anybody in the LGBTQ. Disclaimer, I'm going to say something that's not nice, but I am repeating. Don, or Candace actually, has multiple times said the faggot, and yeah, she has said it a lot, which is interesting because she has slept with females. So I don't know if that's just like her saying to me what she's been told or whatever, deflecting or whatever. Yeah. So they do use language like that, and I've been aware. And again, I'm gonna drop the link so that there's no excuse when you get the link, I can't chat or whatever. Here is the link for Lizzie, Izzy, or no, sorry, Ziggy, Lizzie, Dougie, AB, Tiffany, Marie. Any of you cowardly bitches? And yes, I'm gonna say bitches a lot today. Now, Ziggy, I will let you up here if you're going to be respectful. I would love to have an actual conversation with you. Thank you. Again, please put your wallets away, everyone that's super chatting like multiple times. Hi, Ziggy. Thank you for coming up here and taking me up on this offer.
Yeah, of course. I don't have a problem with you, Cher. I don't know why you think that.
Why you don't know why I would think that?
No, I don't have a problem with you. No, I don't say things about your looks and stuff. I think that's low, and not everybody is blessed with like great teeth, born with great teeth. Like, like of course, like there's nothing wrong with you wanting to get your teeth fixed.
So do you not think why you honestly have no clue why I think that you would have a problem with me?
I've definitely had some things to say, but I definitely don't bully you like some of these other people. And I don't like Lizzie B. Savage, if that's who you're speaking on, because yeah, I think she's a horrible person. But I'm glad that you dropped the link and stuff, because I don't have anything bad to say about you. Honestly, yeah, I've been might have critiqued a couple of your decisions in the past and some things like you've said, but
kind of downplaying it a little, but that's okay. So can you tell me
like what? Like specifically, do you have specifics?
Because no, I honestly don't watch you. So I get people sending me things.
How would you know? Like people, listen.
Well, because I used to watch you. You know that. When I've commented, I've watched. So can you tell me what everybody, including yourself, because I disagree. You have allowed trashing of me. You have trashed me. You have trash talked me.
I have not trashed you.
So can you tell me, okay, well, we will agree to disagree with that then? That's fair?
Okay. I think that needs to be worked out. That's important, because if you feel like I've trashed you, then that needs to be talked about, because.
So how about then from today forward, we don't, and you don't allow it in your chat.
Of course. That'd be, I am being honest, guys. Like, tell me some specifics, please. And I will.
No, we don't have to do that. Cause honestly, I'm going to be real with you, Ziggy. I think it's crap that you're even saying that you haven't. So I'm not going to go there with you. If that's how you feel you haven't, then that's fine. But from today on, then maybe you should not, because I'm telling you, you have, and other people have seen. So let's move on then, starting today from that, and not trash each other.
I think the main thing is, obviously I have a major problem with Benny,
but I'm not Benny. But I'm not Benny.
I know, but you're aligned with him, and you say he's your best friend.
That's my brother. That's my family.
Yeah, that guy is a major loser. And,
okay, so you can take that up with Benny, though, not me.
Yeah, but if you're aligned with somebody like that, you obviously have
that's not how I work. I'm an adult. So if you have friends and I don't like your friends, I just won't watch them. I don't talk to them. I don't say, hey, Ziggy, I got a major problem with so-and-so and so-and-so. That's not my business. But people that I don't know you're on YouTube, and nobody is going to tell me, because everything bad, I'll repeat this a million times, everything bad you say about Benny, I can come up with 20 good things that he's done, and he's done things for just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it hasn't been done.
Yeah, well, I still, that guy, what about what he's done today? Like, how, I just don't understand. Like,
that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but don't you tell him, like, hey, that's probably,
yes, I do.
Okay. He's going to turn on you. Yes, I do. Turn on everybody.
what I talk to Benny with on the side, yes, I certainly do. Benny has actually deleted some things after having conversations with me. But again, I'm Cher, and this is voices behind the wall. So when people are dogging me, and yes, you do allow people to talk about my looks and everything in your chat. And if you aren't dogging me, you shouldn't allow that in your chat either.
Well,
And you
I
have
don't
said
want.
nasty things about me on your live streams and whatever, but I want to get away from that because this isn't about Benny. If you have a problem with Benny, you reach out to
Well,
Benny and
that's
you
the
take that
main
up with
issue,
Benny.
though. It's because you're
No, that's
aligned
not
with
the main
him.
issue, and
You're going to be
that's
pulled
not
in
what this is
that.
about.
I mean,
Say
the
what?
guy is. I'm sorry. I know it's not you. I get that. I do understand where you're coming from there, but it's just like it's hard to. I mean, he's going. That's what he does 24/7 is just talk
Then
bad
don't
about people. I
watch
don't know
him.
how you're going to. I don't watch him, but just like you don't watch me, and you get like messages 24/7 about.
Okay, so ignore it. Or have you ever reached out to Benny privately?
Are you ignoring what the things that people are saying about you? You're not ignoring those things. You're talking about it
Have
right
you ever
now.
reached out to Benny privately?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay, so this isn't about
In
Benny. And
October.
I'm talking about you guys dragging me. You guys cyberbullying and harassing me. This isn't about Benny. So now when you are like, well, you align yourself with Benny, that doesn't mean nothing to me
No,
because
I'm
that's
not
not
going to be up
even,
here if
hold on,
Benny's up
that's not
here.
what we're
Like, I
even
don't want
talking
anything
about.
to do with that dude.
Hey, it's me and you up here. Benny's not up here.
He
So
can
listen.
communicate through me through Detective Sanders if he
Hey,
wants
can
to.
me and you talk, Ziggy?
Well, he's sitting there saying drop a link. I'm not going to talk to
I'm
that
not
dude.
looking at the chat right now. I'm actually looking at your icon and I'm talking to you. I'm not going to let anybody else on here when you and I are talking.
All right.
So, allowing people to trash talk me, and yes, you have actually trashed me and you have partaken in that, okay? So if your excuse is because I aligned myself with Benny, that is not a good enough
No, that's
excuse
not
for
an
me. And
excuse.
please don't call her don't call her trash in here right now. She is a guest. She's considered a guest. Be
Dennis
respectful
Richardson
to
is
her for
another
now.
one that is aligned with all, you know.
Okay,
It's
so
just-
listen, I did this today, Ziggy, for me. To talk to people who I've never had a conversation with, who is
You
dragging
can't
me
really get
and
on me about what people
cyberbullying me.
say about you in my chat when people come in here and say stuff about me. I
And
mean,
what
you know
did
what I
I
mean?
just say
Like,
to them? And what did I just say to them?
yeah, but that's just now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing the same thing. You're mad about what people said about you in my chats previous.
I'm actually trying to
But
have a
people said
conversation
stuff
that
about
for some
me in your
reason you
chat.
can't
Like,
have, Ziggy. Like you're going like so left. Like I'm actually trying to have a
no,
conversation with
you
you
just
and you
said
won't do
that
it.
you don't,
So
that
I
people
want to
talk
go
shit about
on.
you in my chats. Like, they do that about me in your chats too. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? You can't be
And
mad at
what
me about
did I
that.
just say? So I said from today forward, we're going to move on from that, right? Or no? Or are you going to get off of here and just go back to talking shit
Well,
about
I
me?
mean, it matters if you're going to talk to me like I'm a child, and you can't just go ahead and say like all the things that you were just saying about what you think
All right,
I've
so
done wrong, and then
I
not
would
let
like
me
to go
comment on
on
it.
because I shouldn't have to spell it out for you. You can't honestly sit up here, Ziggy, and tell me that you have no
Spell it out
clue
for
what
me.
I'm
You
talking
just went
about.
over everything that you think I've done
Seriously?
wrong to you, and then you won't let me comment.
Okay, so comment.
I was
Why do
just
you treat
telling
me?
you.
Why do you
the
treat
same
me like
thing. You're
shit,
doing the
Ziggy?
same thing that you say I have done.
Ziggy, why do you use your platform to allow cyberbullying and harassment?
Who do I cyberbully?
Why do you treat me like shit, Ziggy?
I
Why do you
don't treat
allow
you like shit.
cyberbullying and harassment on your platform
You're not
instead
my
of
topic
helping
of
with cases?
conversation usually.
All
You've
right,
been
so
the
let's
topic
get
of
into it.
conversation twice.
Tell me, what have you done differently in the Wells case than me? What have you done differently to help bring Summer home than I have done?
I don't have
Let's
any.
hear it.
I mean, the only problem I have with the way you dealt with the Wells case, which is just that it seems like one day like you don't like Don at all, and then the next day you're like defending him. That's it.
Is that honestly like your private business, or is it the
Well, you
fact
just
that I
asked me.
have an issue with Don? I tell Don anytime I have an issue with Don, I tell it. Do I hide everything? No. If I'm upset with Don or me and Don are fighting or whatever happens, yeah, I'm always an open book with it. But here's the thing is I go and I stop talking to Don, or Don will stop talking to me, and then all of a sudden out of the blue I'm getting I love yous, I miss yous
Yeah.
from Don.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do?
I understand. I've said on my lives before, you're put between a rock and a hard place. You've got your audience that you want to, I get it. I even said, I mean, you don't see her. Here are the good things I said. I said, she's put in a hard, I go, I understand, share more. You know what I mean? Like, because you've got your audience to, you're pulled. You're trying to find out what happened to Summer Wells. But at the same time, if you want Don to speak to you, you can't, like, you know what I mean? You can't dog him. So it's like you're put in a hard spot. I get it. I totally freaking get it. And then, then you get people yelling at you like, oh, you're, flip-flopping and stuff. I get it. And it's hard. It's difficult. It's difficult to find that balance and like figure out how you can handle it if you want the dude to talk to you. So I understand in that aspect, it's difficult because what are you going to do? Are you even still there?
I'm here. I'm just listening.
Okay. I never called CPS on you, Benny.
Don't even look at, I'm trying to look for, but don't even worry about chat. I'd rather worry about me and you right now and having an actual conversation.
Well, when we're just sitting here, like, I'm going to go look at chat.
Yeah. So, yeah, be nice and let her say her side up here. And yeah, don't come on my channel when I'm in and had the mood that I've had today and tell me I'm talking over Ziggy. I honestly don't care, because what I won't do is sit up here and be told I never said anything, because Ziggy can honestly tell you that she has partaken in some things that are not probably something that she's even herself happy with, because I've been guilty of the same.
Yeah. Yes.
So can I ask you then about the whole thing with getting onto the walls, because nobody is doing anything different than I have. So can I ask you, I guess, why the whole thing with the CPS situation is when I got my issue with you. That's when I got upset. And I've watched, I think, maybe like here and there clips of you when people send me this or that. I'll go to the timestamp they give me. But I mean, I was watching your stuff and like in your chats, that I was watching you, like, subscribe to you, everything up until that point.
Well, that was like pretty much like one of my it's probably like my third or fourth video. So only comments I've ever seen by you is when you commented on that CPS situation, like the info, which was not a report that I saw. It was info that was told to me that was repeated. And it was a lady that claimed to work in social services. I don't know her like personally. We were speaking online. I got in contact with her through a Facebook group. Well, at first she was not telling me anything. It was over a period of time where she started like slowly releasing or telling me things, and it was not actual like documents and stuff. It was just her saying things. It was, and she sounded legit, and the way she spoke, it sounded like somebody, she spoke well, or, I didn't talk to her on the phone, but I'm talking about through the way she texted and stuff. And I put up those screenshots and the receipts. I do understand people's side where they think that maybe that wasn't a good decision because of the boys' privacy. But I guess I rationalized it in my head, whether that's correct or not, or right or not, is that I felt like we already could tell by seeing the boys that they were abused. And the scabies thing was has been admitted to by Dawn. But as far as like I think the most shocking, probably if anybody has anything to be mad about, would probably really be the Candace and H thing, because H is a minor, and that is like it is sexual abuse. Sorry, I don't know what words I could say over here or not, but You know, we gotta remember, just because he is like, Candace is the woman, and you know, the other way around, where it's usually like the man. But anyways, yeah, I get it. I get what people's side on that. I do. I do. But I didn't see a report. Some people call it the CPS report leak, and that's just not what it was. It was just, I posted the screenshots. That's exactly how it went down and how it happened. So, you know, I don't know. Do you have any questions for me about that? Like, about like why I did something, or?
Yeah, I want to know, I guess my question to you is the same I had then, which is like, some people think it's helpful. I guess I don't know. And can you guys seriously please lay off of Benny? I don't care if you guys are here and Team Ziggy. I don't care. I'm Team Benny. That is my family. That's that. Stop dogging him in my chat. Just get off of my chat, or I will start blocking. And I didn't want to do that today, but leave him the fuck alone. And I'm serious. That is exactly what I'm trying to get around. Stop. Leave Ziggy alone and freaking leave Benny alone.
We can be adults.
And Benny, I'm sorry, but I did tell Ziggy even the last time I had an open panel that if she was to come up here, I would have it a closed panel, just us. So I have to stick to that.
Other people can come up. I just don't want to deal with Benny right now. You know what I mean? I need, you know, anyways, I won't go there on this.
So I guess because I differ, because I have been in the shoes of the boys, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you honestly feel that that is helpful to bringing Summer home?
I thought maybe it might be helpful to see like possibly what could have possibly happened. You know, at the time it was beginning of September, and there wasn't as much info, but you know, we don't really even have any facts out there right now. So at the time, I thought it might be helpful to show like what they were dealing with at home, and that maybe, you know, there was some type of accident or something that happened where things went too far. Because at the time I had really like this accident theory. I've never really, I mean, I guess I won't like go into that unless you ask me my like theory and stuff. Hold on, I need to mute for a second. My daughter's asking me something. Sorry.
I'm sorry. One second. Ziggy, hold on. Oh, I can.
Okay.
Sorry, it started going robotic-y, so I had to switch. Oh shoot, devices. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to ask you, but can you repeat that again for me? I couldn't hear you at all.
Now I'm trying to remember what I said. Okay. Oh, I was saying that I felt like it would help show like what type of environment and stuff that, you know, Summer was in, and might possibly help like try to determine what could have possibly happened to her. I thought it might help with the possible accident theory, like maybe something like, you know, because just the atmosphere was just not very safe. And I felt that was already out there anyways. I just felt like it was more confirmation, even though it's not really confirmation because we don't have proof. Really, we can't say that this information is 100% correct, even though, you know, the more time that goes on, it seems like it is, but, you know, probably not 100%. But yeah, I just thought it would help us try to figure out what happened to Summer.
Well, Karen, then you wouldn't be here, right? There wouldn't be almost 800 people here for the drama of it all if we were to privately call each other. And no, we don't have each other's phone numbers. But sometimes when you do things very publicly, some of us like to try to make amends very publicly.
Yeah.
So all of you guys can see and understand. Because then if we did that behind closed doors, which happens, then a lot of you guys are all like, wait, well, what happened? I thought this and that. So that's another reason why I do it publicly. If we can publicly take part in trashing each other, not speaking nicely of each other, we can publicly try to make amends so and you guys are all saying you hate it, you want everyone to get along. Well, here's two of us trying right now.
Yeah, they really don't want us to get along though. You know what I mean? People,
Some don't. You're right.
yeah,
That's true.
it's like people's secret. Like a lot of, and I just, I do call like my channel like Krama because that's just how it is. When we got two sides that, it should all be for summer, but unfortunately we do have different sides, people, and people go back and forth and it is drama. And I hate what happened last night. Like, by the way, I'll probably have to private that video or
I was actually going to ask you about that.
I tried to edit it, but it won't. I didn't. Do you know how many hours something can be that you can still edit it? Because it's saying it's too long and it won't let me edit it. It's over. It's 6 hours, a little over 6 hours, and
I bet that's. Yeah, I think I thought the cut line is like 6 hours, but even Mr. Share says that it's tricky. Like YouTube's tricky with that.
So because of that word that he said, and I did like warn him, like, and I didn't answer it on speakerphone. I warned him like, hey, are you sure you want me to put you on because I'm live? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And he was already yelling at me on the phone, so I was kind of already irritated. I had already promised like his sister that I wasn't going to put him on drunk. But he was just attacking me. And so it was just kind of like a split second thing. And I put him live and I kept saying, hey, you're live, you're live. And then after he said that word, I was like, holy crap, you just said that live. Like, so yeah, anyways, that was definitely not some kind of trick or anything like that. But yeah, it's hard to, it's difficult because when you have feelings that that the parents know something and stuff, it's hard, they're not gonna, if you are gonna be honest on your channel and stuff about your feelings, like, they're probably, yeah, he's probably not going to talk to me, but I don't even know, there is more to talk about, they're just going to keep lying. So it doesn't really matter anyways.
And that's the point I got to. It's like, what am I doing here? Nothing new is coming. And now you guys are all seeing that also. Besides that, can I ask you, is there anything since doing the Wells case, even from those reports on to currently today, is there something like, because most of it's been live with him, right? And you guys see now why I tried to do pre-recording and why it got, you can see what I was trying to cover up there now near the end and how it got harder and harder every time he wanted to go live. It got harder and harder and it was stressful and a lot. Is there anything from day one to currently today that you have regrets on or wish that you could take back, and besides the N word yesterday?
Well, you mean as far as with the case, with
the Wells case in general,
which has mostly been all I spoke about, which I keep going to that. I think the only thing that I struggle with is like that info I released about the CPS info and stuff. I go back and forth, like if, because it's like basically, it's basically like somebody just telling me something, and me repeating it. So, it's pretty much like what everybody, but at the same time, like I had a very, very good feeling that this woman was legit. And so I struggle with that, I think, mainly as far as like, the first time I haven't talked to Don, like I've only talked to him like privately, like off of lives, probably like 2 or 3 times max. And there's like, I only was contacting him on lives, or he would call during my lives.
He wanted me a lot of times. He was trying to get me to call into your lives to
Yeah.
And I was like, no, 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 no. And then finally he was like, well, if you're not going to do it, I'm doing it. I'm like, freaking do it then. But yeah, he wanted
Yeah,
me to go
because you
on
can't
there and
tell him
raise hell.
anything. I'm
Yeah,
sure that you
he
tried
can't.
to help him and stuff and, tell him that certain things are probably not good ideas, but he does not listen, guys, like to anybody, not even, I mean, at all. Like
That's what we were
nobody.
saying. Yes.
He has his
And
own
so what
sister.
do you think about how everyone was saying that I control him and kept him in the basement then, and I was controlling who he talked, how much he talked and all that? Do you see now that I had no control over that?
Um, yeah, I mean, I see now, like I said on my live, like I understand your situation that you were in much more because Um, he is a loose cannon, especially like if he's drinking, which he probably was last night. And you just never, so evening time, you can't like really put him on. I mean, he's going to say some things that are, shocking. And yeah, it's
Mhm.
like, it's good for content, I guess, and views, but it's like, I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. And yeah, I'm still kind of like shook by that, like how he did that. As long as you were releasing any important information to TBI, then it's like, you're not required to put it on here for everybody to hear. I really doubt that you've kept things, or that you know where Summer is. I've had people tell me that you might have Summer, and it's like, I think that's conspiracy stuff, and I just think it's a lot of it's like pretty crazy. I
Mhm.
don't think so, guys. I don't think that Cher has Summer like tucked away in a closet. I mean, that's just crazy to
Well,
me.
I'm hiding Summer, yet I'm literally was basically an undercover TBI agent doing what they told me to do as long as I was comfortable doing it. Like I kept saying, are you sure? Like, should I be doing this? Am I harming the case? And the head agent, Hannah, okay, is who I was talking to multiple times, kept telling me, and I would call her in tears sometimes, and she would tell me, if you are uncomfortable, you don't have to do this anymore. So hearing those words made me feel like I was being helpful to tell me, like, keep doing this as long as you're comfortable, or if you aren't comfortable, you don't have to do this. I felt like I was basically being told to keep doing it as long as I could handle it. I mean,
Yeah,
am I wrong? Like that's what I was being told. So that's
yeah,
why.
that's what
So
I'm
when I'm
saying, and
getting
that's
trashed online by all these people like, well, why are you doing this? Or I
yeah.
thought you were done talking to him. Well, when he reaches out, I'm going to be there because I was told to continue doing it if I'm comfortable.
And plus, I mean, if it's like that's what I was saying about being between a rock and a hard place. Like if you want to, I mean, it's I mean, if you want the dude to talk, I mean, if we want to, if we think that he knows something that he's not saying or that he's covering something, and yeah, just, I mean, keep him talking if he's willing to talk. Like, hey, I don't blame you there. Like, I don't, because what if he does contradict himself, like in things he says. And so I think it's important, like if you are able, I don't know how you're able to record things, so I haven't figured out how to freaking record calls. Like any app I've tried to use, like half of them they only work half the time. So um but yeah,
Mm.
you're in a hard spot. It's like, hello, do we want to figure out where Summer is or not? I think the answer lies in Dawn and Candace. I'm sorry, I just do. And I know it pisses him off when I say that, but I think he's covering for his wife.
Yes.
I think his wife,
Yes. Yep.
Yep, I agree.
I've been saying that.
like,
My
and
last text to him was exactly that, and he that's when he told me last night, which won't be the last because we've said this several times to each other that we're done talking, but he told me that if I continue on with the church and that if I'm going to not trust him that his wife is telling the truth, he says he loves me, but that's it, goodbye. But then he asked me, like, why am I saying goodbye? Like, why am I making it so, like, so for sure? Like, what did he say? he said, why so final? Really? Wow. Get it through your head. We both have been truthful from the start. Why you people keep playing this stupid game? Get fucking real. Seriously. But he said that a lot of times. But yeah, he'll be like, love
Yeah.
you, praying for you, but my wife is telling the truth. And like, no, she's not. Like, no.
No. And, you know, I think kind of Dr. Phil hurt the case kind of a little bit because, I mean, hurt.
I don't
public
think he's
opinion.
done yet. If you listen and watch those episodes again, watch them with like have in your head that he's wording it very carefully and that it's almost, to me, in my opinion, like a setup. Now they're comfortable. Now they're partying. Now they're videotaping birthday parties with balloons. Like they're comfortable and they're telling people, Dr. Phil, like it's all over the newspaper. Dr. Phil says family's innocent. So they're getting comfortable now in thinking that mainstream media is thinking that they're innocent. And that, mark my words, is going to be their downfall.
I just hope, like, I'm gonna feel I'll feel really, really bad if they're not involved at all, but I just can't see it. And that's all I was saying last night was like, I don't even think I was saying what he was saying, that I said he abducted his daughter. I didn't say that. I was just going, because I don't think that. I don't think that he abducted his daughter. You know, it doesn't even make sense to me. I don't think that they hurt her. I hate saying the word kill. I don't think they, you know, ended, you know, where she did something to her where she passed away, unless it was an accident, and that would be in Candace. Like I don't know how much. Where I'm very questionable is like what Dawn knows. Like I feel like Candace knows exactly what happened, but the thing is she able to keep it from Dawn? Is she able to? Does he really not know anything? I just don't. Sometimes he can be really convincing, and he can seem like the nicest guy in the world. Like, guys, you have no idea. He seems like such a good guy when he's sober, and
Yeah, he does.
it fucks with your, or sorry, it screws with your head. You know, but then you hear him when he's drunk and stuff. He just, and I feel like somebody, I sorry for going there. I just feel like somebody was in his ear last night, like telling him I was talking crap about him. And then he just, then he turns on my YouTube channel and he sees Chris McDonough there from that news clip on News Nation. And then he just is like, oh, you have that bitch on your live. And I'm like, we're watching a news clip. You know what I mean? He really, really cannot stand Chris McDonough. And I hope Chris McDonough, I don't know I think he just travels the country, right? And because if he has, I would worry that he might, if he knew where Chris McDonough is, that something bad might happen because he is very, very upset with Chris McDonough.
Yeah.
And he, for some reason, really likes, according to what he told me, I don't know what he's told you, Cher, but he really, really likes Lawson, which is odd. Once his reelection, said that he's trying to get Benny to promote Lawson, and that changed his mind on Lawson. So I don't understand like what it is with Lawson. I guess he says that he thinks he's a really good person, a good man, that he's done a lot for Summer. I don't know. He said he talked to Lawson and while he was in jail, and I was like, while you were actually in jail? I mean, does he tell you that pretty much about Lawson, that he likes him, or does he say the opposite?
I've heard both.
Yeah, he's kind of.
I have text messages of it goes back and forth, but
yeah, he's a little. He's a lot like wishy-washy. Like he goes and lately, I think he does actually. I know he grabs things off of YouTube and then he uses it to change what he goes around saying. Like now he really, talks about Summer a lot, and he never used to. He talks about how he wants her home, and he's really pleading for her and stuff, and it's like how it should have been all along. But I don't know, is that just like a stage of grief and that's why he's now doing that? But I kind of think more that it was just him pulling, ideas off of YouTube and off of what other people suggest to him. So, but yeah, he tells me, like, he's never changed the fact that, that one thing that's never changed is that they believe she was abducted, and they just really, really want to push that abduction thing. And all I was saying to him last night is that it was this, if she was abducted, it was somebody she knows. Like, I don't understand what got him so upset about that.
Well, statistically, that's, I mean, it is, right?
Especially that area that she lives, like, all out in the middle of nowhere. Like, are you kidding me? How is it the start? I mean, everything would have had to been perfect. And like, kind of, I mean, it wouldn't even make sense in a period of 2 minutes. Obviously, we probably know that she said 2 minutes just because she wants to look like a better mother and stuff. But I wish she would have just been honest about the time frame, if that's really what happened, that they were planting flowers and stuff, which I don't think is true either.
Addie, did you wait an hour and 2 minutes to leave that comment? I mean, honestly, because me and her have been talking fine for the last half hour. So thank you for that.
Yeah, everything's cool. Like, that's why I said, like, and I over this period, I've been thinking, like, of things I've said, like, bad about you. And I remember now some things, and I apologize. Like, I do, about the certain things I've said in the past. But for the most part, I have agreed with usually your, especially lately, like, with the things that you said. And, there was one live that you did recently, and I'm trying to think who it was about. And I was shocked, like, your opinion, because I was like, oh my gosh, she has the same opinion as all of us over here, like, like, what's going on? Why is there this divide? Like, we feel the same way. And when I started, having a little bit of communication with Dawn, definitely I mean, like I said, there's been only a few conversations outside of YouTube. I started to realize, like, okay, I get it. If you are trying to figure out what happened to Summer. I mean, I don't think we're going to find out where Summer is from them, but what happened to her, I don't know. Cause I'm not sure, like, one of them hit her. I don't know. Then I think we have to keep him talking. And if that means, like, being nice to the dude and, kind of appeasing him, and, then that's and he is, like, when you're talking to him normally, like, he seems like a great guy. It's not hard to be nice to the guy when you're on the phone with him, because he seems like a really great person when he's not drinking. He seems like a very good person. But I know that can be deceiving, and obviously, and yeah, I put that happened yesterday on my show. And also, he's been on there drunk a time or two. But that just shows us, like, I know that I think that you might disagree a little bit with this, but this is just my opinion, that shows us what the kids were dealing with. I feel like, I don't think that this behavior is something that has just started.
No, me neither.
Now, Sonia says that he just recently started drinking like that.
That's not true.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't think so, but I wouldn't think so at all. But yeah, that's.
I just want to say, someone had, where did that comment go? So there was a comment in chat that said people in the chat spread the hate too, and that's very true, and that's something Ziggy and I were saying. So going on, I have another show in 20 minutes, so I am going to end this, but I do want to thank you for your apology, and also for being the only person to accept my my panel offer to try and figure this out. So going forward, what I think would be good then is if both of us on our platforms don't allow it in our chats. If we see someone talking trash about, if I see them, I chat about you, we say, enough of that. Like, we're not going to do that here,
Right.
and vice versa, because we have to. It is the followers. It is some of the subscribers that do love the drama and keep it going.
Yes,
So
it
if
is a lot of that.
if
Now,
whatever.
I'll tell you this. And I know you need to go. I allow all opinions in my chat, but I will make sure that people aren't like name calling or saying things about somebody, way somebody looks and stuff like that. You know, that shit. I don't think that's like an opinions or anything like that that needs to be said. So, yeah, we'll try. Yeah,
If you see it, just don't. If you see it and it's in your face, don't let it fly, and I'll do the same.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. And thanks for having me up.
Yep, thanks for coming up, Ziggy. Have a good day. Okay, you guys. Well, we're going to be on Totally Blunt with Cher to finish our last hour and a half of exposing the establishment. And thank you, Ziggy, for that again, because again, it doesn't matter if you guys don't like Ziggy, that's fine. Just don't watch her. If you guys don't like Benny, that's fine. Don't watch him. If you don't like me, that's fine. Don't watch me. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. That's all you got to do. Yes, I will now not allow trash talking of Ziggy, because if anything, she's the only one that accepted and came up and talked to me and gave me we'll say an hour of her time, instead of not knowing me and just talking trash or whatever. She took an hour of her time and got to know me. So I appreciate that. And on this platform, we have people that are saying like, well, can't everybody get along? Well, we're trying. So we're, don't talk shit about Ziggy if you don't like her on this platform, because if we see it, and mods, if you see it, delete it. The people that are coming up here, you can ignore. That's okay, Benny. That's okay. And, thank you for understanding why I was doing this today, and again, Benny and I have our different opinions, but that doesn't mean we aren't family. Like, I don't know what people don't understand about that. I don't like Ernie Shaw, and he had Ernie on, you know what I'm saying? Like, Benny and I, we make our moves, but we still support each other and love each other at the end of the day. He loves Mr. Cher, no matter who Mr. Cher has on his panel. Mr. Cher loves him, no matter who he has on his panel. Or just something.
It's not about what we do on YouTube. We're friends outside of it.
Yeah, we are friends outside of YouTube in real life. So if me and Benny got mad and we had a YouTube argument and we're yelling and screaming at each other on a YouTube live, don't think that if I got in a car accident later on that evening that Benny is not calling, checking up, making sure his sister's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we adult. We can have disagreements, and YouTube is not real life at all. It's not. So Ziggy, again, I appreciate you for taking me up on that. And
Getting Ziggy with it.
Getting Ziggy with it. No more trashing Ziggy because of all of the people. She wasn't a coward. She came up here, and she came up here without anyone else or bringing or asking me to mod anybody or whatever. So
she walked right in.
She walked into the lines then, just like I've done a million times. So if you don't like Ziggy, do not watch her, but do not trash her on this channel from today on. Okay. Doug, he's free game. All right. Love you guys. Maybe we'll make up with Doug's one day. I don't know. But anyways, leave Ziggy alone and leave Benny alone. Please. For the love of God.
Just go watch Prairie Boy 77.
Go watch. Go first. Go watch Totally Blunt with Cher, because we are going to be live in 35 minutes. Go grab your snacks, go to the bathroom, walk your dog, grab your weed, whatever, and we'll see you soon. Totally Blunt with Cher. Here is the thing, the link to that again. And then after Totally Blunt with Cher, Mr. Cher will have a open wells discussion. If you guys want to call in and say your piece. Courtney, I keep them separate. I do the Courtney Struble stuff separately, and we'll be planning something for that soon. I have her birthday thing planned, but there's been some craziness with that case and people blocking me now. So yeah, we will get into it, but I do keep those cases separate. So love y'all. Love you, Benny.